ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another MPJ new album review show. Welcome to my panel, to Paul and to Andy. We are missing the rock chicks of Trish and Lauren for various reasons, and Dom is working. Gutted. Both have voted. All three have voted. If you like what you're about to hear, hit the subscribe button. Why not? Crazy as it might seem. Today we are reviewing Circus 66 and their album Elements. Check out our interview with Annabelle, the lead singer of Circus 66, which we recently did. Great, crazy chick, crazy, mad, but fun. Right, Circus 66. Andy, what do you think?
It was a very colourful, enjoyable slice of southern influence rock. Strong vocals, strong grooves through for it. It's a good, fun, easy to listen to album. There's a lot to like in it. It was very enjoyable. The only issue I'm going to say on it is maybe the production could actually have been a little bit better on it. When I was listening to it myself, it did sound a little bit tinny and a little bit flat on the sound of it. So it could have been more expansive and a bit more depth of the sound through for it. Apart from that, it was something which I enjoyed quite a bit. But yeah, really solid album.
Yeah, they're up and coming band. I think this is only their second album. I tell you who tell us more. That's the bookkeeper, the legend that is Paul. Paul, what do you think? Circus 66, was it a bit of a circus, or was it an enjoyable, entertaining ride?
Oof. Well, that's a question and a half, isn't it?
I know, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the UK band Circus 66 are Maidenhead's finest. But the second hard rock album, Elements, certainly comes out swinging. They have a live band feel about their music, which is very difficult for most bands to achieve. And I love the guitar riffs and licks that are abundant on tracks like Replace the Pain and Save the Damn World. Now, I don't mind the odd ballad or soft song to allow the listener to catch their breath. But on Elements, on times, I almost went to sleep. The album picks up, it just dives, it just goes soft in the middle. It does pick up at the end, but I just felt they'd lost the energy halfway to make this a stunner.
Do you know what, Paul? I think the complete opposite. I was glad of the interlude. I felt she came out a bit like when we were talking about Edge of Paradise. She's got almost very high octave kind of voice and really screeches it a little bit too much on times, I felt, and really comes out swinging. And I just needed take a breath, and I found the latter half of the album, or the 2/3 of the album, much better. A bit like Margarita from Edge of Paradise, where she uses that high-pitched kind of vocal to much better effect and kind of just slows it down, whatever. I just felt the first few tracks was a bit too much and a bit too much in your face, and was kind of going for it. And I agree, it felt a little bit tinny at times. And that's not. I'm not knocking that, because this is an evolving kind of band, and it felt raw. It felt very, very raw on times, and that was a good thing in a lot of ways. I think this is a cracking album. It didn't quite hit all of my kind of sweet spot, and I had to listen to it a few times. After the interview, I felt, I really probably should listen to this again, and it definitely was a bit of a grower. And I like the fact it kind of slowed down a little bit and kind of give me a little bit of breath, and then use that really power engine of a vocal to better effect for my personal taste, and this is definitely my personal taste from that perspective as well.
Yeah, not just saying, and we all know you're a bit of a softie, but when you have a look at Tremonti's March on Time album, it's full in your face, smacks you down and keeps you down. And when they did release their last album, they didn't. They did a number of soft proggy rock songs, and it just wasn't the same. And that's what I'm coming from. I thought there was an album of two halves where I would have preferred. I think if they'd done it all soft and ballady and stuff, it wouldn't have been as good. But the first half, where they were, smacking you in the teeth, and kneeing you in the nuts, and punching you in the guts, they kept that throughout. It would have been a stronger album.
For you, for your personal taste.
Well, yeah, I think it's something you would have needed. You needed to be beaten down, blooded, to get back up and realise
How you feel, Paul?
that was a good experience.
Needs to be beaten, bloody. That's what you need, Nigel.
Yes.
Give it to him.
You get back up and you get on with life, rather than,
Yeah, but I might get back up and get on with life, but I wouldn't be listening to that album. Sure.
Tremonti, so yeah.
Well, yeah, but I agree with Tremonti. I mean, that was very disappointing in comparison to their previous album. But anyway, what did Trish think? Her notes: Annabelle Powerhouse vocalist. She kick ass, and the singing takes no prisoners and can you to listen and get on the albums. She also replaced the pain, which is also my favourite track as well. Fantastic guitar riff in the middle for certain. Yeah, good stuff. So, will it get enough to get into our Hall of Fame and maybe Golden Hall stuff? Who knows? Let's start off because the obligatory, because I think she's probably got a tattoo because we've interviewed them, a 5 from Trish. She has a good month. She's had a good month. Andy, what did you give Circus 66?
I gave it a very respectable 3.5.
Oh, okay, that's really good. Dom give it a 3. Lauren give it a 4. I give it a 4. Do you know what? If Paul gives this a 3.5, it's going to get into our Hall of Fame. It's going to get into our Hall of Fame, which, as I say, for a first-time review would be amazing. Paul?
That's an evil chuckle because, of course, I didn't give it a 3.5.
You give it a 4?
I give it a 3.
Oh! So close. The Paul sword strikes again.
My mark's going to be thrown away.
No, Paul, we're going to throw Dom's 3 away.
Oh,
I think we've thrown enough of yours away. So we're going to throw Dom's 3.
I'm not to blame, it's Dom.
Yeah, we'll blame Dom. 19.5, 3.9, which is still a bloody good score. It's really good. It's and Annabelle and the gang should be proud because we've reviewed 510 albums. That is our 112th. It's in our top 112 albums that we've reviewed, so it's still really good. And I think they're going to get better. I really think they're going to get better. I think they're definitely one to watch.
Bigger and better things to come, I think.
Do you agree? Check out the interview with Annabelle. But do you agree? Leave a comment below. Hit the like and subscribe button because you're crazy. You love rock and roll, and so therefore you're just going to go crazy and hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you very much to my wonderful duo today, to Paul and to Andy, and the missing rock chicks of Lauren and Trish, and of course the wonderful Dom. Anyway. Congratulations, well done to Circus 66. Good review, good album, and keep on rocking. Goodbye!